So far, all of the settings we've been controlling within Cloudflare have affected the entire website. So every URL or page in our website will be affected generically by all of these changes and settings that we've made. Now, Cloudflare does give you some fine-tuning control over particular URLs or patterns of URLs in your website, so that you can assign different sets of rules to different parts of your website. And this comes in really handy. Cloudflare call this section Page Rules. If you scroll down here, you'll see the new page rules section. Now, the only problem is you only get 3 page rules allowed within a 3 account. Now, you can buy more page rules, so you get 5 additional page rules for £5 a month, and that's really good value if you think you need them. But I've developed a method that allows you to squeeze exactly what you need to power your WordPress website with just the 3 page rules available in a free account, and I'm going to walk you through those now. The first rule we're going to set ensures the admin area of our WordPress is never cached and also runs at a higher level of security than the rest of our website. So we're going to click Create Page Rule, and then we're going to input a pattern, and you'll see these patterns in the sidebar, and you can use them for your own domain. That looks like this. So it's our domain name /WP hyphen and an asterisk. So the asterisk is just a wildcard, so that means anything following WP hyphen. So that will be our WP admin and all URLs within our admin area. But this rule is clever because it also covers our WP login. So our login page will not be cached either, which is great because that prevents any problems when trying to log into our website. So then we're going to click on Add Settings, and we're going to pick a setting, and we're going to choose cache level, and we're going to select bypass. So this now completely bypasses the Cloudflare cache settings, so they won't be applied to any URLs that match this setting. The next one we're going to move is scroll down to, we're going to disable performance. So performance is disabled, and we're going to scroll down and we're going to choose a security level. You see here, security level of high. So it's great. We're going to have a security level of high now applied to our WP admin. If you have any trouble at all with your admin after you've set these up, just come up and you can lower this down to medium, or just experiment. You don't want to put it on I'm under attack, because that will really slow down and effectively require captures every time you go to your WP admin, which is a real pain. Any more settings that we need? Let's just check what we've got. Oh, added too many there. Let's delete one. Scroll down. We can turn Rocket Loader off for our admin. We can leave on SSL, rewrite, opportunistic, and that's it. That's everything we need. So I'll just delete that last rule. So that's all the rules that we need for our admin area of our WordPress website. So let's save and deploy that rule. Oh, disable performance may not be used with Rocket Loader, so we can get rid of that rule as well. There you go. So that was covered by the same rule. Save and deploy that. So the second rule we need is going to cover our previews. So remember, when you are creating a post in WordPress and you click on the preview post button, it takes you to a URL that follows this pattern. So obviously we don't want those URLs cached. We want to see all of the changes that are applied to those URLs immediately, so we can see what changes we're making to our website before we publish a post. So again, we're going to scroll down here, and the only setting we need here is to turn the cache level to bypass. There you go. So we can save and deploy for that URL. So the final rule we want is a catch-all rule for our entire website. Now, this is entirely optional. It's up to you. You will see a huge performance increase if you do use this rule. So have a play with it, experiment it, see what you think. Because what's actually happening is, by default, Cloudflare only caches all of the dynamic elements of our website. So that's the JavaScript, the images, our CSS files. But it's not caching the actual HTML and the pages and the text that we generate. And in most cases, that's a good thing. But if we know that we can cache all of it together and push our entire websites right out to the edges of the Cloudflare network, then we can achieve some really, really fast page delivery times, and also prevent that traffic actually coming to our own servers, and so we don't have to pay our own traffic bills either. If you're using the WordPress built-in comment system, or you're publishing content more than once a day, then maybe this rule isn't for you. But if you're using Facebook comments or any other dynamic JavaScript driven comments engine, or you're not using comments at all, then you may want to try out this rule, and because it really will dramatically increase the speed of your site. I've had my best performance improvements with this particular rule. Give it a go. You can always turn it off, see what you think. So the final rule is set for the entire website. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the setting, go down to cache level and cache everything. So that means all of our HTML and all our dynamic elements. And then we're going to scroll down and we're going to choose the edge cache setting, the TTL. And it's up to you what you choose here. It depends how often you publish. I'm going to choose 12 hours. So that's how long you want Cloudflare to keep a copy of your website out on the edges of its network before it comes back to the source, i.e. your server, and checks to see if there's been any changes. So we're going to save and deploy that final rule. Now the order of our rules is extremely important. So the rules will be met top down. So we need to make sure that these are in the right order, and at the moment they're not. So we need this rule to be last, and we need this rule to be second. There you go. So now we've got the admin rule first, we've got the preview rule second, and we've got the cache everything rule third. And that's exactly how we want it to run. All of our 3-page rules are used, and it's the optimum setting for when you're running a fully cached WordPress website.